Naruto filler is way worse than you think.
Filler is the bane of the Naruto anime.
Yes.
I think
Naruto is half filler.
People can agree on that, though I've seen a lot of people actually liking and praising
man,
Naruto
you deserve hell if you like Naruto filler.
which I simply don't understand.
Yes,
but the filler in the
Oh
Naruto
my
anime
god, the
does so
Tyger guy, I
much
hate this
harm
filler.
in a way you actually
Oh
don't
my god.
expect. Fillers are episodes that are not in the manga of the story, so they are not canon, and they're just put in the anime so that the anime is not going to catch up to the manga, and that's because the manga and the anime were coming
that
out
makes sense,
at the
but you
same
don't need to make a very bad filler.
time back in the day. Nowadays, they tend to break up the anime into seasons, releasing one season a year, instead of releasing an episode every single week the entire year, which is much better for a plethora of
Except One Piece, because One Piece can do this with almost no filler. Okay, the episode is like 10,000 longer than it needs to be.
The animation is better, the entire production isn't as rushed, and there are so many advantages to this newer system of doing shonen anime. However, back in the day, this wasn't really a thing, and Naruto had an episode every week. So they had to resort
Man, this is the true battle between ninjas.
Which were 99% absolute.
Oh my god, this is the best Naruto episode ever. Oh my god, I love this character. Man, this is the character who could beat Madara like easily. This is the real Sennin, the sage of the six paths and shit. This is the king, man. I love this character. He has the best arc ever, and the development is really great.
Absolutely horrible. But the filler episodes, you know, the ones people know are not part of the main story, as far as they're concerned, yeah, they are awful, they don't deserve to be watched, you shouldn't waste your time watching Naruto
don't do
filler
that.
episodes, but you can simply skip them over nowadays.
Yeah, skip Naruto, just watch Boruto, it's better.
Watching the series. Of course, back in the day, I was very frustrated when the new filler episode rolled around and I wanted to see what's going to happen in the story, but I could deal with that back in the day. It's not that big of a deal nowadays because there are lists that tell you what
some people are ruining the experience because filler is a part of the anime experience. You need to pass this terrible road, you know? You can't skip this. No, can't.
That are not filler. Though you cannot escape the other type of filler as easily. No. This would be much harder. You see, the filler episodes are not the only type of filler Naruto has to offer. Naruto animation has had a lot of, you could say, mixed canon episodes.
What? Wait, why is... This is the Kid Ino versus Conan?
I think that's the actual...
I don't think...
name they give to those types of...
What? Pain against Shikamaru? What episode is this?
Where a part of the episode is canon and the other is filler. Meaning that you actually have to watch that episode to understand the story.
The semi-filler, I know this.
You can't really skip it. And you also are not gonna know which parts of the episode are filler parts to skip them over. And nobody wants to be skipping the episode in the middle of it. It's not a very comfortable way to watch it. So these types of episodes are
this is like Majin Buu Saga from Dragon Ball.
For the series, first because they tank the pacing of the series so much by introducing slower plot points that don't really add anything to the story and that are pretty boring, usually with characters you don't care about.
I think they let things down during the war. I don't know. I don't like the way they did it.
Characters you like, but into stories that you don't care at all and they're not interesting. And you have to watch that with the actual canon material during the episode. Because
when Naruto puts the chakra around all the filler guys,
otherwise you're gonna be lost in the story. Now, I
wasting
am not
his chakra.
referring to episodes where they enhance the battle scenes because that's something expected. the anime should try to make the battle scenes look cool. So for instance, when Madara takes on the entire alliance in Taijutsu, that wasn't really in the manga. It was for a couple of panels, but the entire first exchange Madara has with the alliance just in
Man, I love so much this episode. I have to say
Taijutsu
this.
is
This episode is so
completely
good.
original in the anime.
He's
and
beating
that's great.
everybody, and they
Other
usually they
examples
put
are the
rap
battle
songs
between Naruto
around.
and Sasuke in the Valley of the End. Both times those fights were enhanced in the anime regarding just the fight choreography, extra jutsus and all that. The Naruto versus Pain fights.
Oh no, no,
Hiruzen
don't say
versus
this.
The first and the second Hokages and Orochimaru was also enhanced, and I could go on. That's
This is a
fine.
funny thing about the first Hokage being so weak, and then you
And
see
that's
how strong this
actually
guy
good
is.
because we want better fights. And if you have a medium like anime to showcase a battle in a very interesting way, in a way that you couldn't really do in a manga, well, you should definitely go for it. What I'm
Yes.
referring to here as these mixed filler episodes are, well, I am going to give you some examples right now.
I know what example you're gonna give me.
The first time I noticed this when I'm watching Naruto
No, probably you're not gonna talk about the Tiger Mizuki.
was right at
Tiger
the beginning of the
Mitsuki.
search for Tsunade arc
I don't know the
when
name of the guy.
Itachi and Kisame show up to the Leaf Village. I love this introduction of the Akatsuki in the series. I think it's one of the coolest ways you could have introduced the characters. It's menacing. I like the fight between Itachi and the
Yeah.
Jonins from the Leaf Village.
Man,
Everything-
imagine how painful this is. You getting a lot of swords inside your belly for 3 days.
That
like,
is great.
Oh,
But
my, like a
when
Greek
you're
god.
watching the episode, they cut that fight and that very tense scene with very, very stupid scenes of Naruto training for whatever reason and then going to Ichiraku and
No, this
losing
episode is
his
good.
ticket or coupon. I don't really know. It's just so
I'm
annoying.
nuts.
And then there's Konohamaru involved in that too.
Man, this part is great.
That thing, I was baffled every time I watch those episodes because I like to rewatch them because the introduction of Itachi is so cool.
Yes.
I'm like, why is this here, man? It
Okay,
doesn't
I
make-
understand what you're saying now. The Naruto just training and shit, but the Naruto in the hallways, and when Itachi comes in and Kisame and they have to fight then, and Itachi uses Amaterasu to escape, and man, when Jiraiya comes in, man, this episode is one of the, like, I was obsessed about this part when I watched Naruto for my first time.
sense. And then, well, I hadn't checked the manga for that part of the story in a while, and that's been a couple of years at least. And I realized, oh yeah, this isn't in the manga. This is filler.
What?
So every time, essentially, that you're watching
One of
an
the coolest parts is filler.
Naruto episode and you're very much enjoying yourself seeing whatever battle scene or cool interaction, and then they cut to something completely uninteresting, you
Yeah.
can be absolutely
I don't remember this
certain
part.
that is not
I don't remember Jiraiya hooking up with this random girl. I don't remember
in the
this.
manga, and it's filler. Take Konohamaru, for example. This guy is probably the worst Naruto character. I'm not counting Kaguya because Kaguya isn't a character, but really every time Konohamaru appears in the anime, it's very likely that this is a filler scene because he doesn't appear at all in the manga.
Man, I
Some
man,
people say that this
find
Konohamaru
your own
appears
style.
in the anime.
Look
It's
at this
very
guy, this
likely that
Konohamaru
this is
guy.
a filler scene because
Come
he
on, Konohamaru.
doesn't appear.
I think you're copying someone. I don't know, man, because I didn't watch Boruto and I don't want to watch Boruto, but I have to say this. Konohamaru, come on, guy. I think I know who you're trying to be.
At all
Come
in
on.
the manga. Some people say
original.
the Tsunade arc is the worst arc in part 1. Now maybe it is because every single part 1 arc is amazing,
Ugh.
so one has to be the
Ugh,
worst.
I hate fish.
I think the reason why people dislike this arc, it's because it gets really slow with Naruto training. In the manga, it's much faster, it's better paced, and you know why? It's because there's so much
I like this. I have to say this. I'm gonna disagree right now because Naruto was my first anime, so I didn't know about the filler thing and I didn't know about the pacing thing. So to me, having this part of Naruto learning the Rasengan so slowly, and every day he tries a little bit, and he tries with the balloon, and he tries again with the ball, and he tries again and again and again, and it's so slowly that you have the feeling of struggle and effort, and he's trying to get better, and it's a slowly letter. He's trying to get better and better and slowly. I don't know. I think this is cool when I watched it for this first time, but I don't know right now. Maybe I would hate it
Filler in the middle
right now.
of the canon stuff in the anime, which makes everything slow. One thing is making fights actually good, like the pain fight, like the Naruto vs Sasuke fight, and put extra stuff that's actually interesting and well animated. But the team guy fights against
Best
their
episode
body
ever.
doubles, it's
Best animation ever made.
atrociously bad. So yeah, it's only
Come
filler.
on, this is
It's
God tier
pointless.
animation
And then people
right here.
complain that the Sakura and Chio versus Sasori fight is long, and yeah, it's a lengthy fight in the manga, but that was supposed to be the peak of the arc, the final confrontation of the arc.
This is the only cool Sakura fight ever. I don't remember any other cool fight that Sakura was in besides this one. This
feels
is
dragged
her
out in
only
the anime
nice
because
fight.
of all these other crap surrounding it, but in the manga, it's really good. And then we move on to the Tenchi Bridge arc.
No,
that
no,
has
no,
the
no, man.
same
This is perfect. Come on.
exact problems. In the anime, they put so much extra stuff in there, it tanks the pacing so bad. The
I don't know. I think that the bridge part is good.
arcs in the Naruto anime aren't as bad. Of course, I'm not counting the actual filler arcs because they're all awful.
Okay,
But
now
then
talk about
probably
the Beetle
escalates when we
episode.
get to the war arc, and the war arc has entirely filler
No, this is
episodes,
bad already.
as well as mixed filler. And the war
I agree with you. The war part, I don't like the war part at all. I don't like nothing they did with the war part. I hate the war part. Sorry. I hate when there's random dead ninjas are running inside the forest and they're fighting and I don't care about them. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Big mess, both in the sense of the writing in the manga and then the filler in the anime. The entire thing is kind of all over the place, and the filler doesn't really help because when we reach the war arc, we're getting levels of filler that were never seen before. But in the war arc, it's just this absolutely insane amount of filler episodes. And the mixed filler is even worse because you're just
Wait, they Itachi versus Naruto and Killer Bee is it's not canon.
having to
No, don't say this isn't canon.
go through
part is
an
good.
episode of whatever nameless Edo Tensei is fighting whatever nameless people in the alliance that you've never seen before, and then there's a couple of scenes that are in the manga, and then that's it, and the fight is poorly animated, and it's not even that satisfactory to watch. It doesn't add anything to the story. So these
It's funny because Pierrot is one of the biggest studios in Japan, and they fail so much with
things
animation
that tank
sometimes.
the pacing so much, including filler scenes in the middle of canon episodes, is actually way worse than just using those filler arcs to make the anime longer. It may not look like it, but the pacing of a story is very important, and the pacing in the Naruto anime is absolutely atrocious. Though you probably already knew that, but now you may know why this is the case.
I think some arcs oh my god, this arc's awesome. The Sasuke rescue arc is fucking amazing. But I think some arcs are very slow. I don't like the war arc, but I think there are a lot of great moments or great arcs. I think they're more right than wrong. I think
People say Naruto is
I don't think they have much bad moments. I think they're more doing good things than bad things.
slow anime. I mean, they're right, but they should read the manga because the Naruto manga is absolutely quick, man. The pace is
My god, what a panel. What a panel.
fast. Things happen really quick, and Kishimoto knows when to cut to different scenes to build up the tension and make you anticipate what's gonna happen. And things move constantly in the Naruto manga. It's very impressive.
Maybe that's why I don't like the war arc. Maybe because I've only seen in the anime. So
Actually, subscribe to this.
so that makes sense, I think. Yeah, I agree with this. But man, I wanna see the robot Naruto filler. This one is trash.